All right, so I'm back again. Finally feels like I'm on a relatively consistent uploading schedule, so that's good. This is for my last trip to Climate Ottawa. Um, I was there visiting my buddy Alex, who I've talked about before as a member there. This is one that I would love to have been able to project. Um, I just thought that first dyno to these two like pinchy slopers that are like way behind you, I thought that was really cool. And then I think with some more attempts, I would have been able to stick that move. But yeah, just some really cool movement on that one. Uh, Not so much on this one. I thought that was kind of a cool move, but um, realistically, I think this one is kind of just a one mover. I thought the top was pretty easy. Um, and I think I've mentioned before on the channel, but I'm not a big fan of when kind of like one move defines the grade for the climb or defines the difficulty. Um, it's just like, I don't know. I don't really care for it. This one, on the other hand, was kind of fun throughout. It was kind of that double clutch, which I thought was relatively easy. I think it can even be done static, but obviously if I can do something dynamic, I'm going to. And then this last reach was really far for me. It was basically right at my limit. And so I think for my body size, it was deserving of a V6. For a taller climber, maybe V5. But yeah, that was a part of I believe like a mock competition that was set at Orleans. And yeah, that was one of my favorites. I think out of all of the ones that I did after my session there. This is from the same session, and it's this really tricky kind of compression start, and then you kind of take on these crimps at the top that are pretty shallow, but also quite slopey. And I think the more I climb, the more I realize that like big like slappy moves on slopers as you work your way up the wall is kind of like right up my alley. I feel like if I were to like describe my style, I think that would be a big part of what I like to do when I'm climbing. And so this one really suited that strength, I think. But it was this barn door that I really couldn't control. And I think here I include a little clip of me and my buddy Charles working through some beta, so I'll just let this play out.
Honestly, you might be right. Because I throw it up after I get to the crimp. Or no. I think it helps to get this one. Yeah. It helps to get that one. Actually, I think it's kind of imperative to get that one. Like, I think I kind of need it. Honestly, what I'm thinking is, once I get the heel left hand, slowly release it by like turning it into a toe, then release. And I think I might be able to control that swing. But even still, those crimps are like super slopey.
So yeah, just kind of working through how to release the heel hook. Trying to sort through some ideas. So I don't know. I thought that would just kind of be a fun way of showing some problem solving off the wall. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is another attempt here where I really try and get my body weight over before releasing the heel, but still doesn't feel great. Some frustration on my face there, and then here eventually I was able to figure it out. And I want you to pay attention to once I get to the crux, which for me was releasing the heel. Pay attention to my shoulders as I'm on those two crimps and how I'm kind of engaging them, because I think you can kind of see it in the video. The kind of like once I get my weight over, I really pull up on those crimps, engage, and then I'm able to control the barn door. And so, yeah, I can't really explain what exactly I was doing there, but it just felt like I was kind of pulling my shoulders back almost. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it definitely felt like it was something different that I was doing that made it work. So yeah, that felt really cool. Same trip from Orleans. This was really fun, kind of coordination step across to like a foot plant on that sloper. And then some really interesting footwork towards the top to be able to match that final hold, which obviously is positioned as like a press instead of something that you're like pulling on. And so I figured out this beta for me that worked. It was standing on that blue volume there with my left foot and then wrapping my heel around to be able to lock in that final position. And I've mentioned before, but I feel like my footwork is typically pretty sloppy. So I was pretty happy to be able to finish that one off. There's a bit of a project I have going at Altitude Gatineau. Check out this cool toe hook at the bottom there, my left foot, to be able to just lock that position in a little bit better. And then I thought this next move would be significantly easier than it was. I figured I'd just be able to kind of like cut feet and jump up to it. But I don't know. It was. I mean, first of all, it was hard to locate the holds because it's basically blind going up there. You don't know where the hold is because of how the volume is positioned. But yeah, that one's a lot of fun. So I hope to be able to get that one at some point. All right, so this is from, I think, my strongest session since coming back from my most recent finger injury. This was the first of three new blue tapes that I sent in this session alone. And weirdly enough, they were all crimpy, which I've been feeling surprisingly strong on recently. So yeah, kind of surprised myself in this session. But yeah, felt really strong on this particular day. Yeah, the high left foot there with the right arm lock off felt really strong. Yeah, and then you'll see, actually it's kind of funny on this one. I would say it's harder just because the crimps are much smaller. And the positions feel a little bit like you're forced into a bit of a smaller box. And I feel like I had to be more intentional about my footwork. But you'll see the final position is kind of mirrored from the last one. So whereas the last one I had a high left foot and a lock off on the right arm, this one I get up to the last hold with my left arm, and then I get a high right foot and really lock that position in to be able to come in and match with the right hand. So yeah, kind of cool how those were opposite endings. And then this was the final blue tape that I sent this session. You'll see here I use the arete to come in. I think without that, it would probably be more like a V8. But, I mean, obviously the arete is on, so, yeah, I was able to find that little, like my first couple times trying it, I didn't realize that that was helpful, and then that attempt, I think the first attempt that I discovered it, I was able to get this end, so yeah. This one's still haunting me. I think I included clips of this one in my last video, but I feel so weak on these blocked crimps here in the middle that I don't even know. Like it feels like I should be able to get this one. I don't really know why, but yeah, I can't make that move up to the final blocked crimp. So it is what it is. Honestly, I'll probably stop trying that one because it hurts my fingers every time I do it. So yeah. This is probably one of the harder orange tapes I've done in a while. You make this big move out, and then yeah, huge come into that crimp there, while keeping the bicycle on that big hold down below. Yeah, it required a lot of contact strength, because yeah, the move was really aggressive, and the hold that your left hand is on is not great either. So yeah, it's a lot of pressure on your right hand, and then obviously making sure that the bicycle stays in place for that move was pretty crucial. And then right beside it, this purple one, maybe a little soft as far as blue tapes go, or I don't know, maybe also I just was feeling, I mean, pinches are typically a strength of mine, and this climb has no shortage of pinches, but yeah, I really like this climb. Some foot slips towards the top. I didn't intend on cutting feet on either of those last two moves, but it's just the way it goes sometimes. And yeah, I've talked about it a lot, but I'm no stranger to cutting feet. So yeah, this on the other hand is not a soft blue by any means. Every single hold on this climb is so greasy. I don't know if it's just old or if that's how the holds are designed, but there wasn't really a single position in this climb where I felt secure, or where I felt like I could rest. And yeah, I'm really kind of surprised looking back that I was able to send this, because it's been up for a while, and I remember trying it a bunch when it was first put up, and I just felt like there was no way. Especially on this first move with that high foot, like it requires so much tension through that right foot to be able to move up off that first foothold, just simply due to the fact that there's like no texture on it. And so yeah, really stoked to be able to get this one. I didn't really find that crimp on the far right near the top to be particularly helpful. It felt too far away from the last hold, and I found the one that my right hand's on now a little bit better. You can see I tried to go up static for it, and it didn't feel great, so I ended up popping out a little bit more dynamically. I was able to lock in that last position. So yeah, really quite excited to get that one, and also excited to never have to do it again, because that was a very uncomfortable climb. I did like it though. This is from Grand River Rocks, which is a gym in Waterloo. I was there visiting some family, and made a trip out to the gym with my cousin, who's a member here. And their grading system was quite stiff, I found. Compared to altitude, it was a very humbling experience climbing here, because their pink tapes, which is the equivalent to Gatineau's green tapes, I was struggling with some of them, so it almost felt like their grading system was like a whole level harder than altitude's. Because their next tape up, which is I think it was their blue tapes, which would be altitude's orange tapes, or V5 to V7, I only sent one of those. And so yeah, it was kind of a, I don't know, I did feel like at the beginning I got slapped in the face a little bit, but I think it also can partially be attributed to just kind of familiarity with like the wall angles, and also things like hold types. Like there were holds there that I've never seen at altitude, and yeah, I don't know. It was tricky, but also kind of fun to explore a whole new gym, and get taken down a peg a little bit. So yeah, I had a really good time there. That was the only clip I filmed there. The one you just saw, as well as this one, was from again the Guelph Grotto, which I've talked about in previous videos. My mom now lives in Guelph, so every time I head out there, I take a trip or two out to the grotto. And yeah, again, I'm pretty humbled. So maybe my realization here is that altitude is just soft. I don't know. I try not to grade chase too much, but it's definitely easier said than done. So yeah, back home here at altitude Gatineau. This is a pretty cool paddle into like a catch slash foot plant. Yeah, I didn't expect to send this one, at least in the first session, which pretty happy to be able to surprise myself there. And yeah, this ending was really hard. You can see I'm kind of figuring the feet out here. I eventually just decided to step on the dual text, which felt okay. But it was this that was really kind of the crux for me. Threw out into this big Gaston. And then, as you can kind of tell, this volume that I'm standing on is quite negative. You don't really get a lot from it. And I'm really kind of grunting through this. Trying to sort the feet out, try the right flag, it doesn't feel good. So then I go back to lock the toe in there and eventually find my footing. So yeah, I'm very excited about that one. Yeah, kind of surprised myself there. This is in the steepest portion of altitude Gatineau. Really kind of fun campus move there out to a crimp. Unfortunately, I didn't capture where my feet are right now, but it's just kind of a pretty positive volume. And then, yeah, you cut feet out into this big kind of powerful move. And then the top, you just fight through some crimps. I haven't sent this one yet, so hopefully it'll be up for a while. I think they just reset this, so should have some more attempts at it, but I will talk at the end of this video about a finger injury that I recently sustained. So I guess things are kind of up in the air right now about when I'll be back. But anyways, we'll get there when we get there. I think it's a pretty cool problem. And I think I'm kind of realizing that climbing on big overhang walls like this is kind of a weakness of mine. So trying to work on that a little bit more. This climb, I feel like is as close to a V9 as I've come. This move here was really like right at my limit. It's hard to describe how bad the right foot felt on that kind of swing back. And then that move too was super strong. And then as if that weren't enough, these two slopers at the top are basically textureless. So, I mean, you can just hear it. I was power grunting all the way up. And then get that right foot with the left arm lock off to be able to go in and match the pretty juggy crimp at the top. But yeah, that's, I would say, one of the harder climbs I've done in a long time. And I felt like I really just kind of willed my way through that one. Like I didn't even really intend on working on it that session. But I hopped on it for one try, and it felt like I could really give it some good goes. And so I think it was probably like maybe 5 attempts. So yeah, nice little project for the session. This one's super weird. As you can see, I'm really just trying to figure out where I can put my foot that'll make this match possible. And there's just no good feeling spot for it. I guess maybe the one thing I didn't try is toe hooking where my right hand is right now. But even that, like I wouldn't even be able to get a straight leg, so it probably wouldn't feel that good. I'm not fully sure how I'd be able to match there. I haven't seen anyone do it, so yeah. But I think the rest of that problem was pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, this is what I was alluding to a little bit earlier. I sustained a finger injury on this one, and I actually got the the clip of when the injury happened, and it's right here. So on my left hand, as I go up for this side pull, I hear a pop on my ring finger of my left hand. Yeah, you can hear me. I just said it. I just told my buddy Landon, who's just to my right there, what happened. And you can kind of see it in my face. Like, I kind of know something's up.
I think it's fine.
And yeah, I kind of say that it's fine at the end. It's definitely not fine. I'm filming this the day after, and it's quite sore. If I even go to crimp a little bit, I feel it. But at rest, there's no pain, so that's, I guess, a positive. It doesn't seem like there's any swelling, but you know, I'm kind of assuming that I tore something. So I'm gonna be out for a bit probably, which is kind of unfortunate because I just came back from a finger injury, and yeah, have been feeling almost, if not just as strong as I was before my finger injury. So yeah, it's not the best time for an injury, and I was really discouraged actually after that session. But you know, I think the thing to focus on here is that I have been feeling strong, and I will again return there. It's just you know, it's a process just like anything else. So yeah, those little reminders for me are helpful, and I don't know. I feel like filming these is also kind of a form of therapy for me. So you know, for whatever that's worth. Yeah. But yeah, I won't go on too much longer. Hopefully it's not that serious of an injury. And if anyone has any tips for, you know, maintaining finger strength through finger injuries, drop it in the comments, or drop them in the comments. And yeah, that's all I got. Take care.